Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Were we selling Rivnak here? Probably. You were selling this animal, I guess, or it was a presentation or some kind of competition on the best animal in town. I don't know. You should tell me if you remember any of that and when it happened. Yeah. Hello, Ula. Okay, I'm ready. So what I want to work on today, by the way, I just released a server update, and I forgot that now we have dungeon saves in the directory where the server resides. So I basically deleted it, and so I had to regenerate the dungeon. So you will see the dungeon regenerated. I added now in the instructions when I do the server upgrade or a patch to save the dungeons, right? Yeah. So now we have it here. So it should be good the next time. Yeah, it was actually the first time that I did a server upgrade after the saving of the dungeon, so that's why I forgot. Hello, Zarre. Hey, welcome. I released a server patch with some fixes, a bunch of stuff that was reported as broken, and now all these bugs are ready to test. So if any one of you wants to test them, I think Nirat will get to it soon. It seems that he has been very active lately, so which is great. But today I want to work on something a bit different. I was thinking yesterday, and I think when we spoke, yesterday and Thursday, on distribution of the map, the villages, and all of that, right? I need to think more about it, and I think I can remove the hands. I think I can remove the ends. You know I have 2 ends now. Permanently, pretty much. Well, hopefully. Yeah. So I was looking at the map and saying, okay, what is the distribution, right, of the races, and can we have some villages which are specific by race, right? And I don't know if I ever created a list like that. I think I did, but I went through my notes and I couldn't really find anything. So I think we have to redo it, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I mean, we can redo it quickly. In theory, should be in my directories under settings. So in theory, should be somewhere here, right? Somewhere here, but I don't see any file, any recent file. So these are all 2021, so I think I didn't Unless it's under races. Wait a second. Under races, nah. This stuff is very old. Descriptions. So under general, I don't think so. It is all stuff that I'm not touching since a very long time. Yeah, so I think we should populating. What is this? Wait, this file? Oh wow, what is this? Holy moly. Yes, these are NPC that we were thinking by... Holy moly. These are NPC by area. Government guards, university, crafters. This was the split of people by faction. I completely forgot we did this. I completely forgot. Interesting. 2 hands, yeah. I think I'm good now. I mean, I can. I mean, it's still a bit painful, but I think I can stay 2 hands forever now. Miller, Windmill, Husband, Ilian, Delver, Eagle Fortress. I mean, yes and no. Okay, let's create a new file here. I think it will be a simple text file. I think it's okay. We will call it cities, villages, and races. Okay. Cities, villages, and races, because basically what I want to understand is what is the distribution of our races on the map, and can we have villages that are dedicated to one race, right? I mean, and obviously we can start with the main cities, but that's easy. The main cities are pretty much a mix of all the races, right? So the main cities are not specialized in any way, right? So if we can say, for example, Idla, we can say that Idla is primarily Ilian, but in reality, by a real mix, right? So it's a real mix of all the races. I don't even know if it's true to say that it's primarily Ilian, right? I don't think if we have any statistics of the current... Yeah, I think I did that already some time ago, but then I think I forgot completely. Yeah. So, but let's do it. I think we can extract the current NPC. I mean, the current NPC are important, but I think it's more important what we think from the roleplay point of view, right? So, but still, I think that having the current NPC would be beneficial to understand the distribution. So if I do, so what I have to do a select from, it will be a count actually, it will be a select count will be a select count group by race or something. Select count from characters. Select count from characters C and then what? Race info R, right? Where C dot race gender ID equal to R dot ID. And then I think we can have the sector, right? So log sector ID equal to 15. Now it's not really true because I think we should do log sector ID in, right? And then we can have all the sectors that belong to idler. How can I do that? All the sectors. Wait, I think I have that already somewhere. But it is an important study. And I want to start to set the foundation for all the new villages and understand roughly where they will be. And then I think I want to commission a number of 3D models for the houses. I already commissioned the sketches, so we already have pretty much the architectural style of every race. It's just that we have to web console. I think when we create the map, right? When we create the NPC map, it's not here. Yeah, view NPC map, right? I think view NPC map knows what are the sectors. I mean, it's not that hard actually. I can also live map view, draw map, sector, draw map sector. So actually it's under rules. Draw map sectors. Let me see. Get data from area. Exactly. That is our function. Get data from area. There it is. There it is. Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted. Now the problem are like the sewers, but I think the sewers we can avoid, right? I think the sewers we can avoid. And the arena. It's not super simple actually, but fine. I mean, we will do it even if it's not perfect, right? We can do it. So we have 52, 41, 42. 52, 41, 42. And then in theory we also, I mean, depends if we want to include the sewers or not, but then we have 49 and 40 and 72. 49, 40, 72. So these are all these sectors that are around the main Hydla map, excluding the sewers for a second. Now, the Lanx dungeon, log sector ID greater than 3 and less than 15. Wow. Really? 3? Nah. I mean, that's a bit 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 10, 12. 10, 12. Okay, so these are all the sectors in the idler area, right? But we want to group by race ID, and this will do it with gender. So probably we want it without gender. We want it so the male and female count the same in the same group, right? So actually we want to do that. I need to use another field. There is race. Yeah, exactly. Group by, okay, race. And we can extract what? We can extract our name. I don't know if this will work actually, but let's try. Wow, the numbers are a bit crazy. 124 aliens. What the fuck? Ah, because this is including players. Okay. I was like, what? Yeah, because that includes players. So we need to exclude, we need to say where C dot character type, yeah, exactly, equal to 0. 0 or 1? Probably 1. Okay, now is slightly better. Wow, we have 24 diaboli in Idla. 24? Holy shit. Now, I don't know if you want to exclude the monsters, but obviously... Okay, let's analyze this list a second. Let's analyze this list, because I think it's an interesting list. So this is the distribution. Let me maybe copy this query so we don't forget it again. So there is a query. Yeah, query is this. Okay. So the result. The result is this. The result is this. It's kind of surprising actually, but anyway. It's kind of surprising. So in Idla we have, hello Citizen DJ, hello Niret, hi, welcome. We are doing a bit of an analysis on our villages and cities, and I would like to understand how the population is distributed, because I want to start to create new villages. So if you just joined, this is basically what I'm doing. So I need to understand, and okay, so this in theory is the population of I mean, and these ones are monsters, so we can I mean, we can't delete them as I don't think we care about monsters. Right? I don't think we care about monsters. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have all the 9 races represented in the main city. Make a contest Diaboli back to hell, kind of manifest idol to Hellless citizen, like they should go to the Death Realm. Yeah, probably. We have 24 Diaboli? Holy shit. Who are they? 24. I mean, there's some in the arena for sure. But 24 is insane. I mean, it's fine. I was expecting like 15, right? I was expecting like 15. So let me see who they are. So Diaboli race is what? Diaboli race is now I need to change the music. Wait, I forgot. Forgot to change the music. Ouch, misclick. Misclick. Music, video game music. Okay. So who are these people? So Diaboli is number 8. Yeah, number 8. Number 8. What I'm doing? Race equal to 8. Okay. Finara Plund, Liera Zireti, Gregory, Kaiman, Roya, Saria, Dahlia, Severin, Fallen. Fallen, I always thought he was a dwarf. I don't know why. But anyway, he's not a dwarf. I don't know, because as a miner, you know, I was always thinking that he would have... I mean, I don't know. I may decide to convert him to a dwarf. But... Vreza, Taria, Govel, Burdes... Charisa, Talisa, Sinto. Even Amirizon is a Diaboli. Akik, Nordramok, Vanek, Marciana, Gandar, Crash, Borderon. Oh my god. All this, yeah, they're all correct. They are all correct, bro. There's so many. How they are divided in male and female? Sex. No, gender. No, there was a... Sex. We call it sex. Female, female, male, male, female, 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 male, male, female, female, male, female, 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 male, female, male, 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 female, male, male, male. Seems to be pretty much the same. Seems to be evenly distributed. Anyway, but that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm kind of shocked. So basically this city is primarily managed by, well, Ilian for sure, right, 32. But then Diaboli is second, Stonehammer is 17, Enki is 15, which I would say Stone Hammer and Enki, I'm pretty good with these numbers. Dermorian only 9. Kran only 9. Northrir 9. Klyros 9. Lemur 5. I see. I mean, I don't want to do it now, but I think if we could convert a few Diaboli into something else would be a good idea. But obviously, if we change the race, you know, is very disruptive, right? It's very disruptive. But this number seems a bit too high. But fine. I mean, we may find a roleplay reason for it. I mean, in theory, in terms of history, the Diaboli actually came to the main city. So, but anyway, it's a bit high. Fine. I think we can have that as input for current distribution, right? Current distribution is this. I think we need... so yeah, it's primary Ilian, real mix. I think we need, at this point, considering we are doing this in a much more detail, I think we should do this, right? I think we should do this and really have a chapter. Okay, fine. Now let's do the same with Oja, right? I think it will be mostly Enki, hopefully, with some Stone Hammer here and there. So if we want Oja, what I have to do? I have to do this way. If you want Oja, I have to do I mean, I would exclude Oja Road 1 and 2 because it's not really. Akayo is from 16 to 20. 16 to 20, is that correct? Well, basically it's 17, 18, 19. 17, 18, 19, that's what it is. Uh, 17, 18, 19, right? So this is our Oja thingy. There are 2 training dummies, 4 rats, some rogues, 1 pterosaur, 1 arangma, 24 chickens? Are you serious? What the fuck? We have 24 chickens running around? Oh my god. So the chickens... The Kikiri are a primary race in Oja. Yeah, but we have 40 Enki, so the number of Enki is insanely high. Rats in Mikana warehouse. Oh my god. 40 Enki, isn't that a bit too much? I mean, if we add new NPC, I think to the new areas, I think we should increase a bit these numbers. I mean, not much, but Like there is one lemur, there is zero what? Zero Dermorian or four Dermorian. What are we missing? Zero Nolthrir, zero Clyro. So this query is this. No, this query is this. Okay. I mean, assuming that the query is right, but I think it is. Okay, then we do what? Then we do Goog. Well, Goog I think will be like 90% cran, but let's see. Goog, do we have surrounding areas on Goog or not? We have, well, we have the tavern. I think that counts as a separate. It's not here, unfortunately, but we can derive it. We can derive it. You can derive it. By the way, Nirat, I released a new server patch that is fixing a lot of the bugs that were open. So let me see. Goog. There is a BD Goog, but I don't think I care. Goog is 77. Fixes are live already. Yes, you can check the bug tracker, and I updated all the ones to ready to test. So everything that you see ready to test is ready to test. So yeah, all the changes are live. I did it this morning. Well, 2 hours ago. 77 only. So when you are inside the tavern, is not another sector? I don't remember. We can test that. What is the name? Belcor? Oh, yes, that's normal. Belcor. Position. Goog. No, it's one sector only. Okay, it's one sector only. Easy. So in this case, the query is where sector in 77. Oops, doing something stupid. Sector in 77. Now we have some NPC, you know, scattered around, but that's kind of fine. Like in the hillside, on the mountains, whatever. But I don't care too much about those. I care more about really the cities, right? The cities. So that you go there and you see stuff. Okay, that is the distribution. Yeah, there are a bit of monsters around. So there are a bit of monsters around, but it's okay. Okay, so there are 11 Cran and 1 Noltrir. It's a relatively small city. I think we should maybe, I don't know, add something there. I think it looks too small to me. I think we should populate more. I think it would be nice to have a second stalagmite. A second stalactite fall down, maybe, and maybe a smaller one or a number of them or some rocks or so to expand the village a bit. I think at the moment it's a bit, or maybe have some houses where you can actually enter and there are more NPC. Yeah, that would be a great idea. Because at the moment this GOG is a bit small, right? Considering it's the primary city of one of the main races, right? But anyway, primary and mostly Cran. Yeah. So it's 11 Cran and 1 Noltrir. Okay, fine. This was easy. Then we have the fourth city, the fourth main city, and then we go for the villages, okay? Abdenair. So for Abdenair, we need so this is obviously mostly Clyros, and let's see what is the current distribution. Now, I don't know if there are multiple sectors, but I think there are. So the main sector is this one, 83. But there is also this one, 201. But probably that's it. What is the name of the tavern owner in Amnedair? Jolt? No, he has a short name. Sector Amnedair. Giarda. Is it Diaboli, by the way? Holy fuck. Why we have so many Diaboli everywhere? Just want to be sure that the tavern is not a separate sector. No, it's not. Okay. It's not a separate sector. Okay, fine. So we can use only 83 then in the query. I think so. Well, we can also use 201, but 201 is the wall block. No, let's use only 83. No, let's use only 83. Only 83. Only 83. 83. Right. So if we do this, let me see 1 second the distribution. Okay, it's very good, I would say. Distribution is very good. Because, okay, 1 Drifter, 1 Pterosaur, 6 Ilians, 4 Rivnak, 1 Lemur, 1 Noltri, 1 Dermorian, 1 Diaboli, and 12 Clyros. I think it's pretty good. Now, I would expect more Clyros considering the size of the city. I would not increase the other numbers, but I think overall it's good. Ilians should be pretty much a bit everywhere, so I think whenever we see Ilians around, it's fine. I mean, we don't care about them in terms of distribution, right? I think it's fine. I think it is a good distribution. There are not that many, right? While, for example, in Oja, there is really so many people. I mean, 40 Enki. 40. And in Idle there are 32. 40 is a lot. Anyway. Okay, now we go with the villages, right? So all these cities seems to be correct to me, apart that Idla has a bit too many Diaboli, but that's, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that we want to change or solve, but, you know, changing race to an NPC is a bit disruptive, right? So, because all the lore changes, is description, background, speech, whatever, so it's kind of annoying. I did it with Sharven, right? Did it with Sharven some time ago. So it was a Diaboli, I changed him to a Dermorian. I don't know if you noticed, but I guess you did. Okay, now we go with the villages, right? So for example, we have Delver, right? Delver is his own sector, or not? He's not. Ay, ay, ay. So we have to take BD Road 2. Like Naripel. Yeah, I think that Naripel is BD Road 2. Yeah. Well, if we take BD Road 2, we take a bit of a larger area. And then may be slightly off. But 61. But we don't have any other way. So I think we would just do it this way. I think it would be nice to add a specific sector for Delver in the future. So yeah, you see that we get a bunch of, right? We get a bunch of pollution. Anyway, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. I think I can delete this actually. So we can do the Vilenut, Albernau, 3 for Warrior, 3 for Queen, 3 for Thunder Stone Hammer, Riverling, Nolthrir, Neomamalina, Lemur, Kran, and Kidukai, Dermorian. Okay, so that is what we have. Right, this is what we have. Right. What is it? What the fuck? Why is ordering? Huh? What? Okay, it's a bit weird. Okay, so there is the distribution. So let's say that Delver is not really specific. Well, let's say there are more Ilians, so it's again a kind of an Ilian city, an Ilian village. Actually, the houses are all Ilian houses. So, in terms of style, right? So if we go, there. Right. So this is the village, and this is pretty much what we defined as Ilian style for the countryside, right? And I think it will stay that way. So yes. It's not a small village. I mean, there are quite some areas here. There is also a nice windmill there that I really like. And yeah. So yeah, so let's say that we can say primary alien anyway. So we should not have another. Basically, what I'm saying is that we should not have another alien village in any other places, right? Primarily alien, but good mix, right? Primarily alien, but with a good mix. And this is the current distribution, right? And the, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I would like then to do kind of a summary, right? I would like to do kind of a summary here at the top by race. So if we take all the races, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, like this, right? If we take all the races, if we can then say what are their main cities, right, and villages, right? So for example, for Ilian, we can say Idla and Delver at the moment, right? And for Enki, we can say obviously Ojaveda. For Kran, we can say Gog, right? But then, for example, Homestead, right? Homestead is a problem because Homestead is actually made. So Homestead is another alien village, right? And that's annoying. Because Homestead, right? Do we have a sector for Homestead? Yes, we do, I think. I added it. Yeah, 200 Homestead. But at the moment, I think there is no one there, right? 200. 200. There is one Dermorian. Who is he? Ah, is the seller. Is the seller at the beginning. Now the problem is the architecture, right? Because we can have a mix of races, but the problem is the architecture. The problem is the architecture, because the architecture is again like this village, right? While and so it means there is an alien village. Because I want every village to have a style, right? To have a completely different style, right? And I already have the styles laid out. We just have to build the 3D models. So Homestead is using the same exact houses. I mean, it may be a village that is being built by alien, but then populated by a mix of races. But yeah, I mean, it can be mixed. It's not a big issue, but we cannot characterize it, right? So it's at least alien built, right? And then we can have a mix of races, which is fine. But that's a problem. Okay, then we have Arden, no? Then we have Arden, that you probably don't even know that it exists, but it does. Then we have Arden, which is the city in the Emerald Lake, right? And we still have to understand if this city is... wait a second, I need to check something on our lore, because it's not that simple. Hello, Javi. Eidolons are a plague. They go everywhere, you mean? Arden. The township of Arden is located on the Emerald Lake Island, in the middle of the Emerald Lake, and isolated and rarely permits strangers to enter, thus occurring the Vault of Ages. The Emerald Lake is... we even have the map. We even have the map of Arden. You want to see it? Okay, I can show it to you. It doesn't mean that it's final in any possible way. I mean, it was just one idea, right? Just one idea, but this in theory is the map. With the Vault of Ages in the middle. Okay, so but the problem is that let me see, description, daily life. Usually daily life is since Hello, who joined? Hello, Awufur. Hello. Hi. Can I say hi when I'm flying? Yes, I can. Hello. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello. What are you doing in your streams usually? Now I'm super curious, you know. I'm instantly curious when someone raids me that I don't know. Do I know you already or not? Awufur. What is Awufur doing? It's currently offline. It was playing some things. But you're not storing videos, so I will never be able to know. 2 years ago. Playing a bit of games. You're also developing something or not? Speedruns of horror, obscure old broken games, previously known. Okay. Anyway, welcome. Welcome. I'm always interested if you are, you know, developing video games as well, or working with Unreal Engine or stuff like that. Also doing some game dev. I see. Yeah, so we are working on. We have a game, right, which is this one, and I'm trying to understand better the distribution of the races across the world, because I want to create many more villages, right? I want to create, like, I don't know, 6, 7 new villages. Now, it will not be an easy task, because creating villages means, you know, having the models and then, you know, putting them on the map, populating with NPC and all of that, right? So, yeah, like here, for example, there is a lady. Hello, this girl. Hi. Come on in and take a seat. We'll be right with you. Okay. Yeah. So Homestead is built by humans. And at the moment is only one Dermorian. But in the future we'll have many more, right? So the current distribution is just Wandermorian. And yes, it can be a mix, so maybe this one is not specifically, and this one was what? This one was like 200. 200. 200. So I think that Arden we can kind of skip it. But do we have a name for the Nolthrir city in the Emerald Lake? I don't remember at all. Do we have a name? Multiplayer? Yeah, it is multiplayer. You're doing a game on Unity. Okay, we are using Unreal Engine. If you want to try our game is live. So you can just go to our website, click on download now, and you can download it for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Isn't it incredible that we release also for Mac? It is, huh? Yeah, because we're crazy. And yeah, you can download it and play it now if you want. Server is up. So, do we have a name? Maybe we need Uajet here. Do we have a name for the city in the Emerald Lake? Emerald Lake, underwater caves, forest, cave 4, cave 3, cave 5, small island. The Emerald Lake is a medium lake of about 12 kilometers in a roughly round in shape. Its name is derived from the color of its water, which is sparkling emerald green. Scientists have researched and found out that the color of the water is caused by small plants like beans. However, nothing further is known about this plant. The Emerald Lake is about 200 meters deep and is supposed to contain a huge amount of underwater caves, which have been researched to a very small degree. Since they reach very deep and contain a great deal of predators, the lake has an island in the middle, which is home of the town Arden. The shore of the lake is a small village which... Yeah, but okay, so here is not saying anything about the city. No, because in the Emerald Lake, right, we actually have... I want to have the house, the home of the Nolthrir, right? Because they don't have any other better place to go, at least on the first level, so we need that. Emerald Lake. Do I have I don't have a teleport location for the houses. Whee! Oh wow, here we are in the middle for real. So here is where Arden should be. Now... the question is, where the hell is the house of the... Where the hell is the house of the Nolthrir? Good question. I want to place a marker. There is the inside. Oh wow. Yeah, this lake is huge. This lake is insane. This lake is basically the biggest lake. I don't even know where the hell to go, because there is an inside, right? There is an inside and an outside. Let me just teleport a bit, otherwise. So I think here we need to have two villages, one on top of the island and one underwater, right? And the one underwater I'm kind of searching, but There are 2 houses at the moment only. But it needs to become a real thing. I think I will never find them again. What is that? Maybe it's that? No, that's a kind of a weird... I mean, this part is not fully terraformed, right? So there is more we have to do to terraform it properly. Especially a lot of the torch is burning in the water. Yeah, because these are magical torches, you know. Where the hell are the houses? There are houses here, believe me. There are houses somewhere in this lake. You may say no, but I say yes. Why I didn't keep... I'm teleporting quickly forward. They may be in one of these holes, actually. One of these deeps. No. No. Okay, I can open the editor, I guess, and find them. I think it would be the easiest, but I thought I could find them somehow. Also, because you can see, I think we need to increase the fog inside the water, but I mean, if you fly like this from the top, it's very easy to see inside. You can see pretty much everything. Okay, let me try to go a bit quicker, like 300 meters at a time. Here it is. Only one? Okay, I thought there were 2 actually. There is one there. I think there is one just next to it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me take this position. Did you ever see these houses? So we need to give a name to this thing, by the way. Okay, let me take this position. 1 second, so that we register it, and so I will not lose it again. So we will do Emerald Lake, Nolthrir houses. Okay. There is 351, 371, 351, 371. 325 609 25609 and 8294 8294. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Curious looking houses, Nolthrir architectures. Yeah, exactly. They are made of shells. They are made of shells and a bit of living creatures. This is Nolthrir architecture, yes. Ula is saying that they look a bit like ice creams, but I don't care. In theory, you can go inside, but at the moment it's not enabled yet. But you could, yeah, in theory you could go inside. Okay, so yeah, so we need to give a name to this place, which at the moment does not have a name. We need to add more houses. We need to make the houses openable, and we need to put NPC into it. Now, the only problem is that it is underwater. So if you are underwater, naturally you go up, right? You see that my character is going up just because, you know, the water is bringing you up. I don't know if we can... oh, there is a... look. There is this. How do you call it? Sea star? No, how do you call this? I think if I go forward, let me try, but I think it will not work. Slide me forward 4. Nah, in fact, it's not working. I think at the moment the collision of this thing is the inside being full, being we are inside. Okay, that's the inside. That's the inside. I mean, inside is not very big, but we have other buildings. This is just one type of building. We have other buildings. This is kind of a small house. I don't know how they stay still. I think we need like handles on the side to starfish. Ah, yes, starfish. Or maybe we need a way to stop vertically. Because otherwise it will continue to go up like this, right? So you cannot... Anyway. Okay, so Arden, I don't know. But then we have the Emerald Lake Noltrir City, which doesn't have a name. Emerald Lake Noltrir. Well, it's not really a city, it's more of a village, but it's fine. So, yes, right? So the Noltrir have their thing. Now, for the Dermorian we have Raurim. The problem of Raurim is that it's not really developed. And then we have Amnedair for these guys, obviously, right? For the Dermorian we have Raurim, which should be the main city. The problem is that it's not really developed at all. There is just a giant tree, right? There is just a giant tree, but that's it. Raurim. We need to develop this way more. Yeah. So here we are in the, in theory, in the Elven City, right? And these are houses. By the way, you can also open the door. Oops. You can open the door and go in, just in case you didn't know. And you can also have this thing slide to the floor. Yeah, there is a bedroom. There is a bedroom inside the hut. They are not very easy to navigate, unfortunately. But yeah, and there is the giant tree, and on the tree there are also houses like that one. But this area is at the moment completely dead, meaning that there is no NPC, there is nothing to do. I mean, it's more of a placeholder than anything else, right? Unfortunately. But it exists. Also, it doesn't have particular lights in here. There is just this thing that allows you to go up the tree. And here you are on top of the tree. Right? You can walk. in theory. Ouch. You can walk on the branches. I mean, it's a bit risky, as you can see. It's a bit risky, but elves know how to do it. What is the most finished area? Well, for sure the main city, the one that you see in the screenshot when it's loading. No, I mean the 4 cities are pretty much done. I mean the 4 main cities are complete. Yeah. Okay, so this leaves us with a lot of questions. We don't have a Stonehammer city, but this will be obviously Aralot on the far west side of the map, but at the moment it does not exist at all. We don't have a city for the Diaboli. Let me put a mix races, and let me put homestead here. Now, for the Lemur, we actually have the observatory. Now, it is not really true though, because even if the observatory was built by the Lemur, is actually not populated by a lot of Lemurs. At the moment, the observatory has its own sector, I think. Yeah, 215, but I don't know if it's really used properly. Let me see. 215. It should, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so the observatory was built by them, but as you can see, there are a lot of different races. Cannot really be considered a village of any kind, right? But it's like a location. But so there is 1 Enki, 2 Stonehammer, 1 Dermorian, 1 Lemur, 1 Diaboli. So the observatory is more of a location than a city. Then what else we have? Yeah, Idlamnede, Rojaveda and Gugrantid are the 4 main cities. Will I the Diaboli have a separate city? Yeah, they went into the... Yeah, in theory they had, and their city was called Birnamnia, something like that. We have the description already, but in theory it's on the other side of the... It's on the other side of the level. So and now the question arises, right? Because and this is exactly where I wanted to arrive, because I want to build at least 2, 3, 4 new villages. And my question was what races, right? What races those villages should be. And I think it seems evident from this list that it should be probably a Diaboli village then. Even if we have like 24 Diaboli in Idla, you know, so there is like an invasion of them. But okay, so in terms of locations, wait a second. On the main map, we have a few more locations that I have to... Okay, we have Etsan, right? Etsan has never been, I mean, it's in our history, but you don't know about it because we never told you, right? So we have Etsan, which is a small village, let's say southwest of the Bronze Doors. We have Cormia, which is, as you may imagine, kind of a farm village. The problem is that I don't think that we can rename it, by the way, we can change it. And then we have what? And then we have, I'm looking at the map on the other screen. So the areas that are very empty are yeah, the maps that are the parts of the thing. Now let me do this, which is simple. I don't want to draw it again. I don't want to draw it again. So the parts that are the most empty of civilization are this block here, and this block here. So these two areas are extremely empty. And I would say that also to the south of the Emerald Lake, because in reality this homestead is slightly misplaced, right? In reality there is a bit more to the right, but anyway. So this area is also super empty, and obviously this area is super empty at the moment because Aralot is not there. So Edsan will be pretty much here, and Cormia is here, and I want to add another village here, and probably the only problem is here there is the old Ilon Donari location, which is the first city that the Ilian had built, right, before building Idla. When they came out from the stone labyrinths, they arrived here and they built a city here. There is a bit of history on it. And that city at the moment doesn't exist. There are just some ruins. If you go there, you find the ruins. And there is Isla in Minecraft. Nice. So I think it would make sense anyway to have a village here as well, right? I think it would be reasonable to have a village in this area. Now here in this area here at the bottom, I don't know. I think it would be nice to have a village in the desert. Would be very nice, but that would be another, you know, Oja, I mean another Enki place. So I could see a Stonehammer village near Donari, maybe focusing on trade with Oja. Yes, yeah, I think it could be good. Yeah, in theory, here at the top we had some caves in the past, but they never existed. Some mining caves. I mean, we can even put it straight on the border, right? We can also put it. The problem with putting straight on the border is that it's very hard to reach, right? So I think here could be a good position. Okay, now let me think a second to what I want to do for real. And also what we have already in terms of background, because these things are already fleshed out, right? We already have descriptions of this thing. But I don't know if I want them to be Let me read this description with you, okay? Again, this description being created millions years ago, so they may be completely wrong, right? Let me read this with you. I'm just copy pasting it from our internal stuff. So Essen is a small little town a few kilometers from Idla. Okay, this is already a problem, but anyway. It's a mining town ruled by the Vigesimi Adanius Ludrax. Adanius rarely visited Essen. His main concern in the town, his main concern is the town of Arden, which is okay because actually Arden is on the left, where he now lives. The residents of Essen has come to accept from this from Adanius, and he has created an attitude of mutual disregard with the Vigesimi. Okay, so they already hate their own Vigesimi. Fantastic. Essen is a vibrant mining town with no cooking competition be held regularly over weekends. The cook-off were introduced to distract the miners from the hard work and the poor living condition. The main plaza of the town is covered by a canopy of tents. It also serves as a reminder the town folk in the album beginning a tent village. Also being the dust is one shot, it's constructed in a circular shape with only one entrance. The entire town is surrounded by a wall. Town is divided in 4 quadrants. Each quadrant represents a city. I mean, if we need to have a mining town, it needs to be... I think it needs to be a dwarven town. I mean, there's no way. At least primarily. So this, This is roughly it is north of Cormia. Yeah, it's always not so easy to understand where you are. Yeah, we are pretty much in the middle of nowhere at the moment. We are pretty much. Wait a second, because without a compass, this becomes impossible. So this is north, okay. And this is south. Yes. These are the mountains. These are the mountains of the observatory, but we are north of it, right? So now, do we have a road? Yes, I made this road. Yeah, exactly. This is the I made this road exactly for this purpose, right? So this is the road that comes up to Cormia. I think we will change the name probably. We will make it a Diaboli City. Okay, so I think we can have now the problem that here the terrain is really crazy. But and the road continues west and goes up there. I think Cormia, we may rename it, and make it the Diaboli city. We can even take the original name. The original name was Biramnia. We have a picture of Cormia in theory. Do you want to see it? We have this picture of Cormia made millions of years ago, but I think it's not valid anymore. We have to kill it. We have to kill it. This was basically a town between two lakes, I guess. I mean, this is a lake. No, maybe it is a square. I don't know what is it. Corme is a small farming town named after the known for the cormes, which are goat-like creatures used for meat, milk, hide, and horns. Yeah, Corme is a relatively small farming town. It consists of two plaza. Ah, no, these are plaza, not lakes. Two plazas are connected through a street and a large farming area. I see. The farming areas around the town are divided into different types. About a fifth. Okay, anyway. Daily life. The central plaza was the most common. I mean, I think what I want to have, I think I want to start with two villages, and I think one should be a Diaboli village and one should be a Stonehammer village. I think this is what I want to do. Because Aralot, I mean, we can start to build Aralot, but it will take a lot. We don't have the... So the original name of the Diaboli city was Biramnia, I think. Let me see. Biramnia. Bira something. No? Biramnia, yes, Biramnia. I think it's even in our history, right? If I go races, Diaboli, and I search Bira something, Biramnia, this one. So the Diaboli settled at the edge of the Great Forest in Sector H. They called the settlement Biramnia. In Sector H. Yeah, the problem is that Sector H is on the other side of the universe. We don't have it, and I think we will not have it for a very long time. Ah no, Sector H is there. Sector H is after the Emerald Lake to the left. I mean, we can put it wherever we want at this point, and we can move it later on. But in tier, well, moving a city would be a mess. Let me see what he says about this Biramnia. The interaction of the Armorian was much easier with the other races because Lavazen was born. A new small village founded. A new small village was founded in level 1 Sector H, named Listarindel. From the name of Lerivia Mother. Lerivia took leadership of the village and more Indian joined theirs. Okay. Town manifested itself of the Diaboli in numerous different forms, but the Diaboli were inclined to disappear whenever someone began maybe we can use this name. Listarindel. I don't know if this in here is a typo and it should be Diaboli. I think it should be Diaboli actually. I don't know why it says in them, but it's fine. Maybe we can use this one. Even if it doesn't really sound like a Diaboli name, but because she was the first Innon. That's why. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, because she was born. That's why it sounds more like an elf name, right? It sounds like an elf name because it was an elf with a Diaboli. That's why. I like to see the 10th place. In the desert, yeah, in the desert. I mean, it's a bit weird to have this as a name as the main city. So, or we use this name, or we use this name. The problem is that if we use this name, it should be a fairly large city. Well, I wanted to create just villages for now. I think I'm not ready to create a city. I'm not ready to create a city. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Also because a city means a million NPC to create and is impossible. So, but, you know, the good news that for the Diaboli, we have some architecture. We have some architecture made. Do we have it or not? Buildings 2023 public building v4 public building buildings. The problem is that we need at least 3 buildings. We need at least 3 buildings fully made. Yes. Do you remember this one? And this one is very big, so it may look even like a city. Public building. Rev buildings. Why we don't give names to these things that are actually understandable? I don't remember if this is the one that I already modified or not. I have to remember a second what I did here. Buildings 04. Ah yes, I remember this one, but this one was the one that was looking like a ship. This one was the one that was looking like a ship, and I really didn't like it. Because there were originally 3 buildings, right? That we made. It's a bit strange though that I don't have. So the question is, can we make a village out of that, right? Can we make a village out of that? I think we can, but we need to texture them. Can we make a village? I think that's the last that I did. I think that's the last building that I made. Let me check one thing. Diaboli? Maybe. Diaboli houses 1 year ago. 2 hours. Diaboli houses. 1 year ago. Building Rev 4. Here I was trying to change the entrance because the entrance was too low, so I wanted to keep the sail kind of feeling, but at the same time I wanted to have it a bit higher because otherwise your character was clashing on it, right? And buildings V4. Is it this one or not? Why I'm missing the 2 at the back? Probably because I deleted it then, because I didn't like it. Yeah, I think I deleted it. I think I didn't come to a conclusion. Let me see. Yeah. Trying to understand if the version that I have is the latest or not. I did a bit of work there. I don't remember if this was a test at the end or I'm watching my own stream of a year ago. Did I scale it up significantly? But then where is that file? Did I lose it or what? Huh? No, I think that is the scale up, yeah. So I scaled the door because the door, if you look at it, the door was super small at the beginning. So the proportion of this thing were all fucked up, pretty much. And also the door was slanted, right? Was slanted. Is it still slanted or not? Yeah, still slanted actually. I think we can leave it slanted. Yeah, that's the problem. Ah, this was a good idea. To have steps that are lower. was something that I was reasoning on. If we could have steps at the front so that. But if I remember right, at the end of this stream, I didn't really decide. Yeah, you see that I tried. Here I tried to rise up the front a lot. But I was not convinced of the. Yeah, we were reasoning on how to fix it. I think at the end I left it this way. I finished the stream, but I left it this way. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the last time we worked on it, and I left it this way. I don't know what I said. Let me hear what I was saying here. I mean, he adds, you know, but I mean, I don't know. What do you think of the rocks? See you, Fergus. And I have no other choice. Yeah, by the way, I think it will be a nice trip, so I think closed is much better. I need to decide about these rocks. Actually, you know, see you guys. Do you have a point of view on the rocks or no? Do you have a point of view on the rocks, guys? Okay, so yeah, this is the latest model, and this is the last time that we worked on it, so it was kind of long time ago. I think the internal space now is reasonable. The front wing, I think the front sail, I think is very nice. The only problem is that this causes the character to be taller than the entrance. I am good with a martini. What do you mean? The rocks with a martini? Martini on the rocks, meaning ice cubes or what? I mean, you can exit from here, right? In theory, you can exit from the side, but I think it's kind of annoying that you have to, you know, you have to exit from the side of the, and not from the front. Yeah, but that could be a way, though. Why not, actually? Why not? Why not? I mean, I know it sounds a bit weird, right? But we could have, you know, that is just their way, right? It's just their way. So they have an exit from the front, but then they... And this can even be closed, in theory. I mean, it can be like a tent at the front. Or some drapes or some hanging thingies. And then they just go out from the side. Even if the space between here and here is very, very little. So I feel that this is a bit, unless I scale this significantly, unless these wings, you know, this wing becomes, right? But I think it loses the harmony. If I make it bigger, I think it loses a bit of the harmony. As soon as I touch it, I see that I'm breaking it. Wow, that's big. That's big, boys. Maybe it's too much. I mean, if we do it this big, it kind of justifies the exit from the side, right? But I mean, it looks like kind of super big, actually. I mean, I can move this too, right? I can move this too, guys. More to the front and to the center. So they are less, you know, invasive. Yeah, but there's not really much space actually for them. I can shorten, I can make the door, you know, I can move the door more to the inside. Which is a bit of a pity, but also the fact that this door is kind of slanted, I think is kind of annoying. I find it a bit annoying. But that's just the way it was built originally. I mean, we could like move all of this inside. The house will become slightly smaller, but yeah, because you see how slanted it is. I think we have the same for the windows. No, are the windows slanted as well? No, the windows are vertical. I mean, we need to find a solution to this, right? So I think that the only solution that I'm seeing is to actually make this not that much slanted. So there is more space at the front, and then we put here, I think we put here something. I don't know what. If it's just like a tent, like a tapestry of some kind, or maybe the symbol, maybe there is a symbol of their clan or something, right? So we have something hanging from this part. But then what we could do, we could then go a bit crazy with this side, right? And make it, by the way, I think we should join these two pieces. And and make it that the side is really open, right? So we can even make an arch. We can even make an arch. Let's try to make an arch and see what happens. I can subdivide. Wait, I can subdivide twice. Can I subdivide twice? I think this could be a solution. This could be a solution, that this part becomes now the only problem here is that this shit is not. I think I want to add a full loop, right? We add a full loop here, I guess, right? We add a full vertical loop, and we add another full vertical loop here, no? I think so. Now, if you look at it from the top, there is not really much rounding here, right? And it is what is making it look a bit stupid. So basically my task at the moment is to have at least 3 different houses to build the Diaboli village. Or doing it myself or commissioning it, but at the end we need at the end we need this, because we need more villages, boys. We need more villages, there's no way. I don't understand why this thing looks broken like that. So why we decided to have it like z z z z z z z z? Why it should be z z z z z? Right? Why this should be so weird instead of just being straight and closed, right? I don't get it too much. Also here, you know, this z z z z. Up, down, up, right? Up, down, up. So it's what I was trying to figure out, right? I mean, I think if it's like this, it's better. Why these two are completely off from each other? Huh? No idea. I think I did some changes without the but anyway, I think I like this. I like it more. Instead of, yeah, I like it way more. Instead of up, down, up, down, up, down. And in theory, this we could even have it round, right? I don't see any reason why this should be a corner. Yeah, this needs to be subdivided another 3 million times if you want to have a curve of some kind, because right. Uh-oh, what happened? Because this was going up. I see. Yep, I understand. I think it's fine. I think it's better. So do we decide that here we have a side exit? Sorry, why is complaining here? Because is going too much to the side. Yeah, because this thing is also you know zoop 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 on this direction. Why zoop 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 in this direction? I don't know. I mean, I understand it wanted to give it a bit of a shape. I understand that, but I think it looks weird. So now what do we have to do? We have to raise this one even more. Or is enough? Maybe it's enough. Yeah, it's more than enough. I think you can exit from here. I mean, this is a very tall character already, right? So here he has all the space in the world to go out. Now, do we like the shape or not? Do we like the shape of this or not, guys? Is this too rough? Yeah, probably. That is too rough, huh? This cut here is too rough. So we make it more round. I mean, this is really useless. I don't know why it's not round. Why is not round? Maybe like this. Well, slightly more round. Not greatly more round, but slightly more round. I think it's okay. In the picture of the Diaboli entry, the sail was a chimney, but at the entrance it makes no sense. In the picture of the Diaboli entries, the sail was a chimney. Well, you can see. Well, in theory, you could still have it here if you have a pipe, right? If you have a pipe that goes at the top of the building, right, and then it goes out here, right? So you can go inside the building wherever you want, depending where you have the chimney, and then it can exit here. I mean, we're not not from here, but from here, yes. So from here is still reasonable. So here it can be a hole and it goes up, no? I mean, you need a bit of redirection with pipes, right? You need a small pipe. Like if you have your furnace here, you have to go up, left, and then up again. Right? I think it's okay. The buildings are this ones. I really like this one that looks like a TIE fighter. I really like this one that looks like a TIE fighter. But yeah, this is in theory, this is the common house, right? This is the common house. And it's the one that we are making, the one on the left. These were other ideas, but... So, yeah. I think there is enough space at the front. I think it's big enough. I think this house is really big, by the way. I think we are losing a bit of space here on the back and on the right. So there is. I mean, this. I don't know why it's prepared for rain that much, but you can say that it's maybe prepared for volcano eruptions, right? So that maybe. I'm still a bit unsure on the sides of this door. It seems to be extremely big. I mean, extremely thick, right? Extremely thick. Extremely thick. So I would probably. Now the texture will make a lot of difference on this building. So at the moment we are looking at the pure geometry, and pure geometry is always a bit rough, but I think I absolutely need another vertex here. Is screaming for it. Screaming for another vertex here. So that we can have this part more of a round. Right. Yeah. I mean, we still suffer a bit. We still suffer here. I don't know why, but like this seems to be. This seems to be too pushed. Yeah, it is better. Links don't work. Yeah, to avoid spam. You can send it to me on. You did it already. On Discord. Yeah, that one is the old one. Yeah, but we changed it. There is no more the. There is no more the sketch. Or anyway, there could be another house, right? There could be another house type, but it's not this one. The new sketches that I approved are these ones, and they are, I would say, final. The other ones were too complex, right? They were really too messy. I know the one that you so because they are on the main page, but I think they were a bit too messy. Like this one, is, I don't know, who would ever build something like this, right? And why? I mean, it's a lot of construction for nothing, right? Because these horns are really not doing anything, right? I mean, unless it's one building that is like a I don't know, town hall, which is very special, and so you did it on one building. But what I need a common house, right? I need a common house. Let's say the difference is that this one had the entrance on the other side. So the entrance was here at the back, and this was the chimney at the back of the house, right? While this one is the opposite. And also these ones I really don't like. I mean, there is no reason why you should build something like this. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but it's too messy. I mean, it's too crazy. I mean, I don't know, it's too... I think it's too crazy. I think it's too crazy. Also to build, right? It's too crazy to build. I mean... While this one is much easier shape, right? The only problem is the door here. I mean, we can move the door. If you want, we can move the door on the other side. I mean, moving the door on the other side may be a good idea. I mean, if you want to make this, but the problem is that this is changing completely the shape of the house. But I could move the door at the back, you know, have this thing actually be lower. And then at that point, I mean, if we do that, you know, this wing can be as low as we want, right? But I mean, it could be a solution. Could be a solution. Meaning, I mean, we could copy this and just try, right? And just try. But basically, I will have to redo nearly everything, right? Because the roof will be completely different. And I think it will have a nice look, though. Okay, let me try. I think it's worth. I think it's worth trying. I think it's worth trying. So we are going to duplicate this wall thing, right? So we call it common house back door, right? Common house back door. So basically now we have a full copy. So we can do whatever we want with this one without ruining the other, right? I think we can do it a bit rough. So I think I can do this. I can, let me see if I can just rotate on the Z180. Obviously not. Well, if I take also the windows, maybe we can. I think it's a good idea anyway, to have the door at the back, because it solves a lot of problems. I think I actually like it. I think I actually like it. Now we have a bit of an issue now with everything, but we can okay, so let's say that in this sense, right, all of this can go significantly in, and this wing can go significantly in. Now the problem okay. No. So this basically does not exist anymore. Or anyway, if it exists in a completely different Like this is no sense, right? I don't know. The problem is the usual problem, so which is matching the sail, right? Matching the sail with the actual roof. I think I exaggerated a bit to move the sail, but still, you know, what happened? But still, this problem is huge problem. I mean, it completely changed the geometry, right? Completely. But it's okay. It's okay. We can do a test. It's not. We can always revert back to the previous in case. So it's not a big deal. But basically, what we are saying is that this line should go on this line, right? So I have to compress. I have to significantly compress everything. Trying to keep kind of a meaningful curve, but yeah, pretty much this line is to go on this line, right? So I think it doesn't have to be exactly, but they have to match, otherwise we will see kind of a hole, right? Yeah. Now, okay, no, well, no, no, that is not what I wanted to do. I mean, yes, is what I wanted to do, but it was actually wrong. Because this needs to follow the wing. Okay. Okay. We can get rid of this thing that we did just for the entrance that we had before. I can get rid of that somehow. Now, the problem, so the pillars, I think at that point the pillars here at the back probably don't make any more any sense anymore. I think we can delete this pillar. Can we maybe one in the middle? I don't know, or not even. Well, in theory, it would be a good idea to have one pillar in the middle. Otherwise, that thing will not stay up. No. Probably. This pillar is not vertically aligned. No! Mistakes were made. What? You crazy? What did you do? You deleted what? Yeah, delete faces, yeah. Ah, because the bottom is not selected. Oh, fuck. What do you mean? The bottom does not exist. No, the bottom does not exist. Huh? What? Yeah, delete that. Faces. I think I said probably edge and faces. I don't know. I think I did something weird. Oh wow, what happened? Why? How we stuck this with that? How does he know? He knows. Wow, he knows. Fantastic. Somehow he knows what I want to do. Okay. I mean, we can refine it later, right? But the idea is that you may have one single thing there, right? Which is actually copying one from the side. Okay, now, I mean, if we do it this way, right? Which I think I like. If we do it this way, this goes down like a boss, right? So this doesn't exist anymore. I mean, this takes a completely different shape, right? Completely. So this will go, I mean, this will go down like a million. But really a million. Now, we don't want to have the same problem we had on the other side, right? But here is open, right? So here is open. So in reality, we don't really care. But the point would be that this goes down a lot. And also, I think it closes on the door. I don't think I want, so because I think that like Chinese spring roll, the Chinese spring roll sketch, right? It's not a bad idea. Meaning this one, right? So the fact that the roof closes on the door, I think I like, and here as well, right? The roof closes on the door. I think I kind of like that idea. That the roof closes on the door. I think that style we can keep. And it is what I'm trying to do, right? So I'm trying to close it. I'm trying to have the roof. I'm trying to have the roof close down on the door. I don't know how much actually. Right? I don't know how much. I mean, you need to preserve the window otherwise, right? But apart from that, then maybe we can solve differently, right? But I don't like, because one of the things that I didn't like about this was the fact it was opening so much at the back, right? Like if you if you need space here, but it is not enough space actually for anything, right? And that I really didn't like, but I didn't know how to solve it. Now, if we close on the door, right? If we close down on the door like I'm doing now, I think that would be much easier. Now, we are really doing a lot of damages, just to let you know, but I mean, we are doing significant damages to the wall harmony of the wall harmony, right? of the thing. But we can regain harmony in a second, okay? Like this, you see? We can regain like curves and harmony somehow. We just need to slowly, you know, slowly go towards our goal and then that's a kind of a tail thingy. I don't know exactly if I want to keep it, but this is what it was. So I think in this concept, this whole thing is fucked, right? So I would like to change it. What? I would like to change it significantly, meaning that let me try, because this will be another problem. You know what I can do? I think I can take all of this, put the thing here, and then say scale on the X following the 3D cursor. That would be so much easier. Wow. I mean, it fucks up everything, but fine. Yeah, it is a kind of a big change, obviously, but it's good. It's good. We can test this and see what happens. We can see what happens, right? We can see what happens. We can see what happens. So now the roof is closing in, right? It's closing in way more on the door. It's nearly surrounding the door, right? And I think this is broken. I think here we did damages, but we will see in a second. I think here we did damages, yeah. Oh, we are upside down. It starts to look like a hobbit house, and I don't know if I like that. It starts to look like a Lord of the Rings hobbit house, and I don't know if I like it. But we will see. I mean, here is really opening like a boss. Look at how large this roof is for absolutely no reason. Do we want to really make it like this or no? I think that the Lord of the Rings effect is this curve here, which is too fluffy. Is too like is too kind. Is too cartoonish. Okay, now we have a million problems here. I mean, it was a bit of a risky change, but fine. You know, sometimes you have to try. I mean, maybe we go back to what we had, but let's see. What? Also now here we have a million extra vertices because they are not anymore in line with what it was, but All this is pretty much fucked. Okay. Wow, there is still a bit of a overlap, but it's very... Now, one thing that I don't like too much is this shape, right? Because this shape is not really diabolic shape. I think the shape should follow the door shape, right? Somehow. So it should be more, yeah, more open here, and then more close here. So open, close, yeah. The problem is that we don't have enough vertices, but we can split if we want. But I think it should be more like this, right? Yeah, and obviously now all of this is not matching anything anymore. I think I exaggerated going down. I exaggerated a bit. Okay. Now, okay, we still have these two flappy wings, right? We still have these two flappy wings that, but I mean, this part is not too bad. Still, this flappy wing here at the bottom, I think I really don't like it, right? I think it makes no sense and is not converging to any possible geometry or shape. I mean, it's just, I don't understand it. Because the original shape was, so let me do something. So the original shape, you know, very simply was the wing, right? The wing and a kind of a Chinese spring roll, right? So this pretty much what was the original shape, right? So I think with this version we are closer to that. We are closer to that. But we have some weird curves. Like we have this one and we have this one. And I think they look strange. And also here we are not smooth enough, but that we can fix, right? So now basically the question is, let me do something on these guys, because these guys now are very weird. So these guys will go to sustain the wall, but the roof, but it will be close to the wall, right? So they will basically be, yeah, which also I think make more sense, by the way, in my point of view. I think it makes more sense like this than all the flappy. I mean, all the space we had on the side, I think was too much. You know, was really too much and really looking weird. So I think I like this more. I think. What do you think? Do you like this more? Okay, so how do we solve this problem, right? Because this problem, I think, is a problem. So wing, I think, is good. Also the sides, the shape, you know, I think the wing is good. The wing is good. The wing is good. The problem is what to do here. So should we start higher? Should we start higher or not? I think starting higher looks like a good idea, but I think it reduces the strength, I mean the visual strength of the sail, right? So the lower this is and the stronger is the sail look, right? So I think that where it is now, I think it's pretty good actually. I would not move it from here. And now we are doing a bit of this, right? So we are going in and out. This is what we are doing, right? So we're going in a bit and out a bit. Is this what we want? Or we want a pure... down straight. So here he's doing something different, right? So what he's doing is basically saying, oh, this area is a door area. And so you go down, well, maybe not that much, but you go down and then straight. So he's basically doing something like that, but I really don't like the shape. I think like that is super bad. I think doing something like that, I think it looks stupid. So I don't want to do it. I really prefer a line like this. Yeah, you see like this V2, right? This V2 was going down. I think the wing was even. I think that V2 starts probably from here, right? It does something like this, but I don't know if I want to do that because there is like 3 meters already, and why you need to have a roof of like 7 meters, right? So I think it doesn't make any sense. Or we just reduce the wing completely, but having like a 7 meters roof, I mean, it's too much, right? So it would be useless. Or we start lower, right? I think this one may close like this. I think this one may close like that. Or it may go... Or it may continue this line. The problem is that if you continue this line like this, it's not really giving any... Right, we can continue this line, but then when we arrive here, what do? We just go straight and close it. I mean, I can. I mean, first of all, I think that now we don't have the problem of the thing anymore. I think I can bring this down again, because I think it was more in his original shape. So I think I will bring this down a bit. I mean, I moved it up because we wanted to have like a side space, but I don't think it's needed anymore. So I think and also I think that this thing is too large. I think this wing, if you look at it from the front, is insanely big, and this has always been my problem, right? This has always been my problem, but I did it this way because otherwise there was not enough space for the door and to go out. I think I mean, it's still super big, but at least it's slightly smaller. I think it's still super big, but I think it's more reasonable. Basically now all of this is garbage. I mean, we did it because we wanted to do it before, right? Because we wanted to close in, but now that is pure craziness. Do you think I should make it smaller, even smaller, right? The wing, the sail. Do you think the sail should be even smaller, left to right? So to be more in line with the house, because there is still all this space, right? So in theory I can close it in way more. I mean, I like kind of the shape, right? It's very powerful, right? So it's like boom, that's it, right? It's very powerful, but I don't know if it's too much. Still too much. Hello, Dotted Fish. Welcome to stream 1400. Yeah, 1400. Can you believe it? That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of. It's a lot of persistence. Persistence? Yeah. It's a lot of persistence, like not giving up ever. It is a lot of persistence. Actually, it cost me quite a bit, I can tell you. But it is, I think it is good. Can I just dissolve these two vertices because I think are completely useless? No! What happened? We dissolved the vertices and everything GG'd. Okay. I think we have too many vertices here now, no? We are working on villages, so I want to make a new village. I think that our land is too... I mean, there's not enough stuff. We have too much land with not enough people. Too much land with not enough people. So I'm trying to create to have enough geometry to create Diaboli village. Diaboli village. I don't know exactly how it will go, but let's see. I think the exit from the back is a good idea anyway. Do we need this? I don't think we need this. I mean, we did it before because we wanted to do something different, but now we don't need this anymore, right? So I think like this is way more reasonable. Also, if I look at it, I don't know how I want this line. I don't know if I want to have an horizontal line or if I want to have, something that goes like this and then slowly go down. Yeah, I think this is what I want. Yeah, I think this is what I want. I think it's nice that it's continuing this line, right? It's continuing that line. We want to go up even more. We can. Now here, I don't know what happened, right? So, by the way, I didn't do this model. This model was commissioned, but as usual, when you commission stuff, you end up redoing it all. Well, no, not always, not always. But I don't know, there are so many things that are weird in this model. Okay, I think we solved this part a bit, right? So I think this part is better now. I'm confident that this part is better. I mean, we will fix that later, but should this sustain the wing, or should the sail, or should it sustain the wall? I think it should sustain the wing because the wing is the big guy here. So I think it should be probably here, right, where the wing matches the, yeah, exactly. So it will be the connection point between this roof and the wing. Yeah, I think so. Okay, like this. So this line I like. What I really don't like is this. Well, or anyway, I have to digest it a bit more, but I don't. I mean, this thing is strange. I think I don't like it. I mean, maybe if we do this, maybe if we do this, we go a bit in front of the window, but I mean, if we do this, I'm kind of fine. I mean, it looks a bit uneven with the windows, though, right? Like, why you are covering a window, but it's following the fact that it goes out, it goes down from the top, right? Because the top goes down. The top goes down, and the bottom kind of follows, right? Now, is this too much? Probably. If we cut it off like this, if we cut it off like that, well, I mean, you're cutting off the window, but I mean, he has his own style. I don't think it's too bad. Now we need to solve another problem. This triangle, I don't know if I like this triangle, right? So if you look at it from this way, it's not a spring roll anymore. A shortcut, yes, if you put it in the water. So the point is, do you think it should be this way more? Because I think this should follow this, right? This architecture style, right? This architecture style is basically like this. Well, even way more, because the wing goes up to there. So if you look at it from here, I think it's weird to see this curve and then to see what we have now. What we have now is basically countering. You understand what I mean? Oh fuck. Oh fuck, it's impossible to... Okay. So that is the way is done, right? Well, actually it's a bit more like that, but I cannot do it without with the mouse. I cannot do it. It's impossible. Yeah, it's something like that. So you see that this is... So the rotation is like this, right? The rotation is like this. While here, the rotation is like this. So it's the opposite of that. So or we do a significantly opposite, so that it actually becomes harmonious again, right? So or we do significantly opposite, right? Like this. And then this becomes like the Star Trek symbol. No? What was it? Star Trek symbol. Yeah. Well, not really. But okay. So or this be or we do it like this, or right, this part really needs to be in the same shape, right? So like this. Where is the concept art from? Now the concept art is here. These are different type of houses that we built, that we sketched, and these are other sketches. I commissioned this, so this is paid. There is a paid thing. I paid for this. Well, not me. You paid for this with the donations, right? These were all different ideas. But yeah, the original was on the website. Yes, the original was on the website, and is this one. But okay, follow me on this concept, right? So So the line of this part cannot be how it is now, right? Which is just a nothingness. I mean, it's doing like blah 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 blah, right? This is impossible. So or we follow the same line, right? Like this. Option 1. Or we follow the door line, which is very defined, and we would like to keep it this way, which is a bit of a Arabic style, right? So like yeah, like mosque, yeah, like mosque style, right? And so it means that we do, so we push it around. So we will have to push it to make it round. So push to the outside, right? Go down, go in again, right? Unfortunately, my drawing with the mouse is a bit shit, but so this is kind of option 2, okay? And that one was option 1. So, or we do completely the opposite, like I was saying, but I think it's not a great idea to do it this way, right? So to go this way, right? But this one I think will look stupid, so I think I don't want that. So I think at the end option 1 is probably the best. Even if option 1 is not following the door. So it's like changing the style a bit, right? But I think I prefer option 1, yes, as well. Yeah. I think I prefer option 1 as well myself. Now, it doesn't have to be perfectly like this, but it can be, I mean, in theory, it can even be in 2 chunks, right? It can be chunk 1, chunk 2, right? So it could be in 2 chunks. I think 2 chunks may not be too bad. Two chunks. Fuck. Anyway, you got the idea, right? I mean, 2 chunks look a bit like a chapel, like a Christian chapel, right? A Christian church, but 2 chunks is also not too bad. But I think that 1 chunk is better, and then we have to solve this thing, because this thing is at the moment is, I don't know, it's like maybe here we can go with the door. Maybe here we can go with the door. But I don't know if this then will match with that, right? So I think that this may not match with this then. I like the indented version, so like the 2 pieces. Because if it's leather, it makes some sense to be draped. I don't know if it will be leather. In theory, yeah, yeah. Anyway, the wing will be a textile for sure, because they cannot build something so big all made of wood, right? So that would be like stupid. So I think that it will be all covered by cloth, by some textile of some kind, and probably only the part that is actually going from the actual roof down will be wood, or yeah, will be wood, right? So basically this piece will be wood that basically completes the rest of the roof. But okay, so if you want to start to give him a bit of a shape, what do we have to do? Well, this line is not too bad, but everything else is shit. Like for example, this is too low, right? This is too low. Now, is it easy to move it up? I don't know. The problem is that here we are in 3D, right? There we were in 2D, very easy to say, oh, I want a shape, but in reality, as you can see, this thing is alive. This thing is alive. I mean, what I mean, you look at it from a different perspective, is completely different. So I'm making it slightly fatter, right? A bit more fat on this side so that it follows better our idea. Well, here we still have a significant, right? All of this, I would like to move it like that. So all of this is still significantly opening to the side, right? Significantly, like a lot. I mean, all of this is like crazy open compared to what we want to do in our new design, right? So all of this is crazy open, and here we have too many vertices, by the way. Here we have too many vertices, really. I can kill a few. But yeah. I think that okay. Okay, so this is the, well, it is better now. Yeah, I think it's okay actually. This line, I think this line is okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but I would say that is reasonable. Now we'll fix all the pieces. Yeah, now here we have all the pieces coming out, right? Because yes, but problem that here we are touching the inside wall, because now this thing is too small. Yeah, that's a bit shit. But I think it's taking shape, huh? It's a bit slow. It's a bit slow because I'm doing it very, very slow, very, you know, cautiously. But this wall I cannot really move though. I mean, moving this wall is a mess, huh? No, moving this wall. If I move this wall, all the windows will be wrong. So here we need another solution, or we add a new line. Yeah, I think so. Or we add a new loop, right? Or we add a new loop here, and we just make it a bit more vertical, or I don't know, because this wall we cannot touch. So you mean I exaggerated in this direction, eh? I exaggerated in that direction. Yeah, maybe I exaggerated a bit too much. Okay, we can undo. We can move it a bit out. We can move it slightly. Okay, now it's not touching anymore. Okay. Okay. I still don't like. Okay, let me save it a second. I still don't like too much this thing. Could you raise the ground a bit so the grass has no chance of sticking through? Why? No, we will just delete the grass in the middle. It's no problem. No, the house needs to be in 0-0. I mean, it needs to be on the ground. Needs to be on the ground. I don't like this. I don't know if I want it, you know, if I want it, I don't know, fully open. But I don't know, it feels a bit weird. I don't know if I want it like this. There is still so much space, right, between here and here. Look at this space, right? Look at this space. I mean, why you want to have that space? I mean, because when it's raining, you want to cover the exit, or what? I mean, if you want, we can go. I mean, if we want, but I don't like that. That part is bad. That part is super bad. I don't know why. This flappy wing is shit. I don't want it. I want to cut it off. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Remove it. Remove it somehow. I don't know how, but remove it. This thing should not be like this. It's not their style. It's not the style of this house. It's not the style of this house. This should not be this way. It's completely off style. I mean, I prefer it straight, right? And not even, bro. And not even. Not even. Not even like that. Okay, let me try 1 second. Let me duplicate it, but I don't want to destroy it completely. But let me duplicate this, okay? Let me duplicate this, and then hide the normal one, okay? So now we are working on a copy, okay? We are working on a copy. So if I do this, let me be a bit brutal, and then we will see, okay? Let me be a bit brutal, and then we see what to do, huh? Oh my god, it's always the same. Whatever I do, it always looks the same. Fuck. Now? Well, at least he lost the flappy thingy. I mean, he lost a bit, the flappy thingy. I don't like this part. I don't know what he needs, but it looks wrong. Remove the first column and go directly on the second. This column. I mean, I can remove it, but it's not a big issue, no? I mean, do you think the column is the problem? I don't think the problem is the column. The problem is the way. The problem is everything in this area. I just don't like it. Fuck. And also I don't understand why. Wait a second, let me do this. I also understand why this thing is not, right? Why this thing is going in, right? Why this thing is going in. I think it's going in too much. Like this, for example, right? This and this. I think this and this are stupidly in. Compared to this and this. I mean, it makes this wall thing look. Plus here we are missing, you see it is not vertical, right? This thing is not vertical, is still slanted a bit. And the fact that it's slanted, I think is making it look wrong. I mean, I think I need to do this. I think I need to do this. I think I need to do this and then create another vertex there. And they should be vertically, on that, right? And the same for this. I know it's a bit weird, but the wall really looks broken. I mean, the wall needs to have a vertical line, right? It doesn't have a vertical line. The wall does not have a vertical line, and it looks broken. I don't know. Don't know how to say, but it makes it look like broken. I mean, I understand that it needs to be round, right? I understand that the idea. I mean, I understand that. But you know what I would do? I would actually cut, you know, from this middle to this. And then we can remove a bit of vertices because there are too many. But I prefer to do this, right? I prefer to do this. And then maybe reduce slightly. Because now a beer is too much, right? But which, by the way, is not even. You see that all of this is fucked up. I don't know what happened. Nothing is really even here. I mean, they're not the same height, they're not the same. I think this two we can remove. Let me remove this two. Because it's too many. I think it is slightly better. Still here there is a bit of a probleminos, but like, for example, why this one is so pushed in, right? And it's not following the vertical line. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay, I think the problem I have at the moment, let me just hide roof 001. So we have two roof. We have this roof frame. So this was the old roof. This was the old roof with the flappy wings here. It is the old roof. I mean, it's not bad, but not really. And it is the new one where we went more forward, and then we cut it down here. But here it really seems that it's missing something, huh? So maybe that's not the best idea. I don't know, I cannot decide. Basically, I cannot decide. I mean, or we go crazy. Or we go crazy like this. Which is all front, right? If you want the back, if you went back to the original entrance, the other side, you could use the tall wing to lower. Allora, Sildren. The tall wing to lower and be the door to cover the entrance. You know, we did what? We did the wall thing. We did this wall thing to move the entrance on the other side, so that so that the wing can be. I mean, the wing doesn't interfere anymore with the character, right? Because our problem was that the character. I mean, when the character was coming out of the door, right? He couldn't because there was this thing in front of him, right? And moving the wing up was too much. So, I mean, now in theory we can even make the wing more wing if we want, right? Because we could do this, right? Because this, right? We could make the wing, wow. We could make the wing even more wing. Because I think originally it was like this, but then I had to move it up, otherwise there was no space. But now we can do this, right? If we want. And so it can be, so that, yeah, which I think is even better, right? So it can even be more wing, which is fantastic. I love it. I like it. It's very nice. But I cannot resolve this part, right? I cannot resolve this part. I cannot resolve it. I cannot resolve it. I cannot resolve this. Or we leave it as it is, or I cannot resolve it. It just looks a completely different style than that one, right? If you look from here, it looks completely different. Streamline the roof a bit more, following closer the wall. I don't let it go down so far. I mean, this going up, but if this goes up, I mean, you mean this part going up more, or this one follow the wall? I tried to have this one go up more, right? But if this one goes up more, it looks even more stupid. That is what I had before, right? I had it like this, like this, like this. It is roof 2 anyway, so we can break it if we want. Wait, this one I have to do. But pretty much from this side, it always looks the same. You know, whatever you, I mean, however you put it. Now, if you go in this view, is like this, right? If you go, maybe it's better though. Maybe it is better actually now. Anyway, we will have to call it done very soon because we cannot continue forever with this, right? It's not possible. So we will have to call it. Cannot continue forever on this. Now it's a bit larger. I think it's probably better though. I think I like it more now. But I have to change the inside again. I mean, we moved it up and down 20 times. But anyway, it's fine. Designing new styles is not very easy. And also, I mean, it's not really my, you know, my strength, I guess. I think I have a good understanding of proportions and a bit of lines and, you know, I mean, I have a bit of that, but from there to be, you know, to be designer and being able to really design a style that's for example, why we have this shit here? Huh? Because it's too much. We need another split, huh? Yeah, we need a split. It's too square to be, because this needs to be on top of that. And it needs to be way to the outside. I think also this one a bit, but I don't know. I think because here we have the stupid roof coming down too much. Yeah. Exactly. Pa-pa-ra-pa-pa-ram. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Maybe the only question is these two vertices here, right? Where do we want to have these two vertices? We want to have them down here, up there, here. Maybe there. I think I like the pillars because they are like uh-oh, did we lose the other pillars here? What the fuck? Did I delete the pillar here? No! What do you mean? There is the other roof, huh? I think there were other pillars here, no? Meant have it go from high in the front. You meant have it go from high in the front to low in the back. Looks good now. No, I cannot change this line. This line is impossible to change. So it has to be high on the back and low on the front. I mean that is non-negotiable at this point. That is really non-negotiable. Oh, I think we did a mistake here. Oh yes, we did a big mistake. We didn't move that. Lower part of the roof, not the upper part. The lower part of the roof. So this, you mean? So this line go from high to the front, low in the back, instead of going down. It's very hard to understand by text, unfortunately. It's very hard to understand by text. There are so many different directions. So I understand you are speaking about this line, right? You're speaking about this line, and you are saying have it go from high in the front to low in the back. So like cut it like this. No, I think it will become like a triangle. It will look bad. I understand what you mean, but I mean we can try, but I think it will look. So basically, we can try in a picture, right, instead of doing it. So you're saying that to cut basically up here, right? So to go like that somehow, I don't know. Still a curve, but But I think we will uncover too much of this area. Not so extreme. I don't know, like that. So just basically remove this piece. I don't know. I can try. I mean, I can move this up now. The idea, yeah, okay. I don't know what the hell we have here, by the way, but because I couldn't move it too much in, otherwise the roof, yeah, the wall comes out. Yeah, that's annoying. But it should at least be kind of harmonious, right? Not a left right. Yeah, okay, like this, let's say. Like this. Okay, it's not bad. I mean, yeah, I think it's not bad. Okay. Now, it doesn't give the sense of the spring roll, right? I don't know why I'm calling it a spring roll, but I mean, this way, it doesn't give the sense, if you look at it from this side, right? If you look at it from this side, it doesn't give, let me give you the other roof, right? Okay. So you see that here is basically closing on the door, right? So here is closing on the door. So it's going down. So this down, and it's closing on the door, like protecting the door, right? While how we did it now, this is doing kind of the opposite. So is not protecting anything. So I think in terms of style, I like it more this way, from this side. While from this side, right, from this side, wait. Yeah, from this side, I think I like it more this way. The new way that you said, do it that way, right? So from this side, it looks more reasonable this way. Because the old one was, yeah, the old, I mean, I really hated this side. I really hate it. Like this, no. Like this is really a no, right? And like this is better. But if I look at it from this side, it's the opposite, right? So what does that mean? That we just need to lower this. I just need to lower this. I mean, if I want to keep this view from here, but that view from there, what do I have to do? I have to kind of find a compromise between the two. So, hey, but if I move it down, I'm back where I was. If I move it down, I'm back where I was. Right? I mean, I can make it larger, but I don't know, boys. We need to move on. We need to move on. We need to move on. Maybe it is a kind of a compromise. So that is like not too bad from the front and not too bad from the side, and we have this closing in. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's leave it like this, guys. I can change it anytime. We can change it anytime because all the houses will be copied over anyway. So they would be a copy. One would be the copy of the other, right? So we can change. We can rework it. Maybe extend the wall roof a bit more to the front. Yeah, but yeah, it's what I did, right? So I moved this front. I moved this front without. I moved this front trying to avoid messing up this side, right? Okay, let's leave it like this, guys. We need to move on. There's no way. We spent too much time. We spent too much time on this. It's fine. I think I like it. So this is the version with the door at the back. And I think it makes way more sense, actually. And I think it was also the original design, by the way. Now, it is a kind of a big house, huh? But I think I like it. I think this would be pretty much final. Now, we have these rocks that I don't know. I mean, the rocks were part of the original sketch, and it is why the artist just put them there. You see the rocks? Well, I don't know where they were, like here, right? So he put some rocks, probably this one. He put some rocks around, but I don't know. I think they are a nice element, but do you think that every Diaboli will like find these large rocks and put them all around it, and for what? I mean, what is the usage of these rocks, right? What they are used for? I don't know. I mean, why you have these giant rocks? In your house. Oh my god, this one actually go inside. No, we don't want them to go inside, that's for sure. So I'm not really convinced too much about these rocks, but we have them. I mean, it's like a protection from what? And why they don't finish at the back? Yeah, but now with a more powerful wing, I think is even better, right? Because we can have the wing go down and be even better. So the wing, I think, will be insane. So when you will have a number of houses, one next to each other, I think it will look very, very nice. I think it is better. So it is a better version of this one, right? This one was the one with the front, with the door at the front. But this was basically an unresolved problem because the back was weird and stupid, and the front was basically not usable. So I think we did a good change today. So I would rename this to front door and no, like we don't want it. And I will remove this one. I will rename this one to just common house, right? So this is our main house now. This is our main house now. I think we can delete the other roof. Yeah, let's delete the other roof. I think I will just delete it. It's fine. Okay, so we have our roof 01. Okay, I have to go, guys, but basically we will have this one as the common house, okay? The common house. And then we will have the luxury house that I still need to work a bit on. So this one will have... I mean, like this is too much, right? We will have to rework it. But basically, we want to have two wings, right? Two sails. But not that much. Like it is now, it's crazy. It's too much, right? It looks like a ship and it's not the way I want it. But we will have two sails, a smaller one and a bigger one. And this one will have a second floor, right? So we will basically have to redo this piece somehow. Also, I don't like this open wings, open roof. So this needs to be redone nearly completely. But the idea, basically, the idea is to have. Maybe we can reuse the body now. We can reuse this body on the other house, right? And then we will have, this one, which is a giant building. I know it looks a bit science fiction, but that's fine. We will have this building that has actually 3 entrances at the back, 1 entrance at the front. And this is a very big town hall. Okay, so like this is the middle of the village. Maybe I will reduce a bit the wings. I think these two are probably a bit too much, but we will see, right? So maybe we just, you know, scale them a bit. But yeah, this will be another huge building. So we will have the huge building, we will have the common house and the luxury house. And then if I can, I also want to make this one, which is another variation. Right? This one in the middle, this one. So basically 2 wings, 2 sails, 1 on the side and 1 on the other side, and an entrance in the middle. And this could be like another special building. Another special building, I don't know what. But in this one on the right, I think will never exist. It's too big and I don't know, it looks like the Colosseum. Okay, guys, so I think I will come back after dinner because I want to continue this. Yeah, so I think I will come back after dinner, and so in 1 hour from now, I will come back and we will continue with the second building, this one. So the ship, okay? It would be very nice if the wings get anchored by ropes, so they don't fly away. Looks really nice. Well, they are connected to the. Yeah, but we can put. I understand what you mean. We can put a rope from here to here, maybe. But it can also be empty, right? It can be holes by purpose. I think there was this idea originally to have holes so it doesn't become, you know, a problem for the wind. You see these things? I don't know if these things I think are holes. We can think about that. Okay, see you in about 1 hour, okay? In about 1 hour I will be back. Bye, see you later, don't go anywhere. I mean, no, go wherever you want, but come back, this is what I meant. Come back. Come back.